Nation, let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome to the latest installment of the Graphic and Wasted Show.
Or the Wasted and Graphic Show, whichever way you like to slice it.
What's good, my brother?
Coolin', man. Coolin', man. You know, I have been insulted. I have been just slandered here. Slandered. I'm getting my coffee, getting ready for the show, and you know what I get in the text, everybody?
Look. Twitter.
You have tramp, slut, whore. I'm shocked and appalled. This is blasphemy and it's nonsense, everybody.
Salute to everybody here in the building, and salute to our brother Wasted, who is always late but always on time. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, y'all. Pay your bar tabs. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet, man. Let's get Wasted up to 15K. Let's get the OLV channel up to 30, man. Run those subscribe buttons, man. Bring that shit up. Run it up. We need those ASAP. Get us even more in the algorithm, and let's continue to run shot, man. How you feeling right now, bro?
I feel pretty good, man. You know, it's crazy because with these late practices, normally the news cycle doesn't hit at this time.
Yeah.
You know, this has been a little different. That's why, you know, I've done my shows a little later this week, and so have you.
Yeah.
But man, like there's been some catastrophic stuff coming out of camp today, man. And we as a collective, we were talking, you got to run it up now. You got to come in here and show the people what the hell's going on, bro.
Yeah, this is facts, man. Salute to Fuck You, one of the greatest names in YouTube history. What's up, OG? Salute to Demokes. You know it ain't a show without Demokes. AOC MVP incoming, and then we follow it up with Evil Demokes. Peterman MVP incoming. That was so fire, the back-to-back haymakers. Salute to Evil Demokes and regular Demokes in the chat, man. And salute to everybody here. We see Green Dot Gang, Get Off My Lawn Gang in the building. If you guys want to become members like our Green Dot people, hit the links that pinned up top. One of the best ways to support what we do over here. A lot to talk about, you guys. We'll start here, man. The Antonio Brown. Oh, I kept saying that, man, over and over and over.
You know why? Because he had that bullshit with Le'Veon Bell talking about, does he have CTE? It's a Freudian slip.
Yeah. Well, Antonio Pierce had a presser. He talked about some things, man. You know, for those who are at open practice today at Allegiant Stadium, salute to Raider Nation, man. We are over 40,000 strong out there right now. And salute to some of my guys also that sent me some more tickets. We are going to be giving away more tickets this week, you guys. So stay tuned for that. I believe I have about 6 tickets that were gifted to me to make sure they were gifted to you guys. So stay tuned this week. Me and Wasted will be giving some away for the 20th, next Wednesday's practice at Allegiant Stadium that is open to the public. It's supposed to be another 40,000 people out there, so you do not want to miss it.
But the only stipulation to those tickets are, you have to be a member of either channel.
There you go.
That is the only stipulation. This is something that is exclusive for the members of OLV and Raider Nation Unlimited. Stay tuned. Green Dot, Get Off My Lawn Gang.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Antonio Pierce had a few interesting things today. I'm going to start off with some positivity, okay? Jackson Powers Johnson, JPJ, is no longer on the PUP list. He is at practice today, you guys. He does have his red jersey on, non-contact, but he is back out there now, coming off of that concussion. They were playing it very safe with him, but he is out there right now, man. And Antonio Pierce said something else, that was kind of interesting that a lot of people in the nation I've seen on Twitter and Instagram kind of freaking out a little bit. He's not going to start probably from the jump. And why would he? Right, Wasted? Why would he? Why would you throw him out there for the Wolves?
I said this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You can pull it up.
Yeah.
You don't just get anointed as a starter. Like, what the F do you think we're doing here? This is a participation trophy. It's a National Football League, man. This is not Pop Warner football. It's not high school and or college. You have to earn every snap. And he's done nothing at this point. He has to show that he can even transition to being a guard in the league, bro.
That's not on him, Wasted. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. JPJ is dealing with a concussion that, he sustained earlier on. I believe it was in OTAs, right? So it's not on him. You know what I mean? Look, he's going to get out there and get some reps, plenty of reps these next few weeks.
But your availability is your ability. It is on him. And this is the thing for me. If you're not out there, then there's no way you can be evaluated. So there's no way you can earn your spot. Now, I'm not saying that he's bad and he hasn't played well. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you're not there, there's no possible way that the team could just say, here's the spot.
Oh, no, agree.
They don't, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not like he's a guy that, now say, for instance, this was Christian Wilkins. Yeah. That's different. This is a guy who's been in the league.
Pro Bowl guy. Yeah.
Pro Bowl guy. So you can do that with him. But with a rookie, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Now, within 2 or 3 years, maybe they can.
Well, I'm just, I'm hoping that he gets up to speed here pretty quick because I'm really, really worried. Jenny, he was dealing with the lower leg injury early on at OTAs, and then there was a concussion that happened as well. So, but it looks as though he's ready to go. But I'm just kind of worried about Cody White here being the guy that's going to start at left guard for us. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little nervous about that, but it's okay. For those who are wondering, and we talked about this, I told you guys, a little birdie told me something. JPJ is back, you guys, and I'm going to show you guys some tape. We're going to go to Twitter here in a little bit, show you guys some of the footage that's going on out there at Allegiant Stadium. And I want people to relax a little bit because everybody, the offense is exploding right now. Yes, Aiden and Davante are connecting out there right now, Wasted over and over, like the offense. But if you look at the speed of this practice, right? Yes, the pads are on and so on and so on, but this is not full speed ahead. I'm telling you now, there was a gorgeous pass that Aiden O'Connell threw to Davante for a touchdown. Robert Spillane would have gotten to Aiden O'Connell for the sack. He backed off. Aiden kind of just, lobbed it up there.
Motion for me. Slow motion for me.
Very juvenile-esque. You know what I'm saying? But it's still good to see the offense gelling out there. And we're going to read a few tweets. And salute to LV Maximus and DeMarcus. I see you out there as well, my brother. LV is sending us live notes right now from Allegiant Stadium, telling us a bunch of stuff that's going on. Dylan is out there returning kicks right now, punts. It's great to see. He also said that the speed is on full display. Amir Abdullah, I believe, returned a kick to the crib. That's great to see. So there's a battle out there, for special teams for who's going to be returning these kicks, punts, etc. Also, Brock Bowers, every beat writer, every fan that I'm seeing out there tweeting away that is out there right now, Wasted. This guy is absolutely cooking. Brock Bowers.
Hey, man, I'm so glad, man, that he's doing everything that you guys thought he would do. You guys know how I felt about Brock Bowers, man. I know he's a special talent. I just wanted a quarterback. I was in my feelings. But I'm just glad that we got a guy that's looking like he's going to be a definite.
Yeah. No,
you know what I'm saying? It is good on your roster, bro. It's good because, listen, man, Tyree Wilson, right now, he's not a definite. And I hate the fact that he's not at this point, man. I love that Brock Bowers is becoming that.
I like that DeMokes put this up. Salute to you, man, on the $5 special. I want to ask your opinion on this because Davante, I believe yesterday, him, Max, and Aiden, I believe, had a presser. And Davante stated that, he doesn't want to play in preseason. And guess what happened today? Our head coach said, if you're healthy, you're playing this upcoming weekend. What do you take from that, Mr. Wasted Talent?
I feel like, it's typical shit in the National Football League. Davante Adams is not the first, offensive player or wide receiver that has some diva-like tendencies.
Yeah.
He's not the last.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he disguised it well. He's very well spoken. He's a respectful guy. Mm-hmm. But, he has an ego, right? And the thing with Antonio Pierce, he needs to show that he's in full control of this ship.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I mean? Because we've already had a situation where,
Agreed.
A lot of the guys who advocated for him, that's part of the reason why he's here. Is because Davante Adams and Max Crosby advocated for him.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, he can't be beholding to him.
Yeah.
He's the leader of this team. He needs to establish himself as that. And so I have no problem with that, man.
Yeah, I love that Antonio Pierce came out and let everybody know who is in full control here. At the end of the day, if he wants Davante to go out there and play a few reps against the Dallas Cowboys this Saturday in our second game in the preseason, Davante will be out there. I understand what Davante meant, though, you guys. I understand that, he's a veteran and he doesn't want to go out there specifically at his age. He's getting up there. He doesn't want to go out there potentially hurt himself. I understand that. But if Antonio Pierce thinks that Davante needs to go out there and get a few reps in this Getsy system and get his feet wet a little bit because he's been out, with his son being born. There was OTAs. He wasn't out there too much. So, I think that Davante should be out there for no more than a series. Put him out there for a series. Let him see what Gardner can do because I want to see that connection. We've already seen Aiden, and salute to Joe on a $10 special. Yes, Aiden and the Davante connection is real right now. And just a few minutes ago, Aiden, he let that shit fly, bro. Bomb to Davante Adams. Beautiful pass. I'm going to look for the footage over here in a second. But yes, Aiden and Davante, they got that rapport. And Davante did state that what some of the skill sets, some of the attributes that he looks for in a quarterback. And they were talking about these two guys. It sounded like he was explaining Aiden O'Connell, right? Wasted. I mean, let's just keep it buck here.
No, he definitely was, bro. He went out there and he low key gave his endorsement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, but I'm just saying, like, you have to remain professional and you got to let the coaches do what they got to do. But and I know that Davante Adams is going to give his opinion on who he feels like should be the quarterback of this team. And he pretty much signed it. He's talking about Aiden O'Connell. There's no doubt in my mind that's what he's doing.
But salute to Joe, though, man. Gentlemen of Shield, more based off of what I'm reading from today's practice, it seems like Aiden O'Brady is pulling away in the battle. If he pops out and shows fellas against Dallas, that's a gift. Well, hey, we need to see live bullets, though. You know what I'm saying? I need to see this against the Dallas Cowboys, playing against some real opposition, not facing your teammates in pretty much the underwear Olympics at Allegiant Stadium right now. Because I'm telling y'all now, not a lot of hitting, not a lot of contact. Like I said before, all of the footage that I've seen, not really a lot of full speed ahead. These guys are trying to play this safe because you see around the NFL right now, Wasted, the injury bug is real. Over and over and over. Jordan Addison, JJ McCarthy, Minnesota is getting cooked right now. And then you look at Tyrone Tracy Jr. with the Giants, non-contact injury. There's a lot going on right now in the NFL with injuries. So I like that these guys are going out there and Aiden's letting it fly. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to get too hyped up about what's going on out there today, you guys, because, this is not full speed and it's practice.
Well, bro, look, we know that the main metric to getting out of preseason in today's NFL is to get out of it healthy.
Yep.
Look, we when you have guys like Davante Adams who've already established himself in this league, you don't have to see them a lot. You just want to see him, like you said, for a series, get him out of there, and call it a day. To be honest with you, I don't really need to see the rest of these guys because the way the NFL is now, most of those teams are not playing hard. Mm-hmm. It's almost like how the Pro Bowl is. It's almost like how, because there's a lot of money involved. Everyone around the league.
What it looks like. Yeah.
It looks just like that, right? So when you look at the way NFL seasons are, most of the time, the preseason is the first 4 games.
Yeah.
Because the teams that, flash early in the season are not necessarily the team that finish the season, in stride.
Or the opposite, Wasted, right? Or the ones that show up slow and then they end up starting to cook. It takes time. And once we really see the full speed back on display, we'll really get an idea of where we are. Salute to Mr. Roy, man, my guy. I appreciate you, brother. Salute to Roy. He is one of the guys that hit me on the DM on IG and gifted some of those tickets, man, for that practice next week. So salute to our guy, Mr. Roy. And I'm going to make sure, my brother, that Raider fans, guys that will be able to go next week, will secure those tickets. So salute to Mr. Roy. If everybody can in the chat, make sure you give our brother a salute, man, for gifting us those. Salute to you. And yes, I want to do this real quick. Salute to 80s, baby. I did call that. I did say that last night that the Falcons would be trading for either Matt Judon or Hassan Reddick. And yes, he was traded to the Atlanta Falcons for a 3rd rounder today. So Grafstradamus strikes again, Mr. Wade.
Hey, man. Let me ask you a question, bro. Do you think that Arthur Blank is going for it down there, bro?
I think so. I think
it looked like he going for it, bro.
Hey, there's rumors right now about Justin Simmons as well, wasted. I mean, he met with the Saints. There's rumors that the Falcons may try to pull in a last-minute hurrah and bring him in to bring him in with Getsy, Bates. That would be the best safety room in the NFL.
Damn near. Besides Miami.
Oh, yeah, Javon Holland. Yeah. I mean,
and then Minka and them, they know slouches in Pittsburgh.
I got Atlanta, though. Getsy Bates and Justin Simmons, man, that's going to be a mean duo out there in Atlanta if they pull that off. He did meet with New Orleans. It sounds like there's mutual, interest. So we shall see. But it looks like he may end up in the NFC South here very soon. Salute to Raider Prophet, my guy.
Get him out of here.
But I still believe Bowers reminds me of Marcel Reese. He'll line up everywhere, always a mismatch with speed and power. If he demands a double team with Davante, Jacoby, Trey, Mayer on the field, who do you guard? Salute to my guy. You ain't gotta apologize for that. At one point, he was the only Raider that was going to consecutive Pro Bowls. You know what I mean? So we can get that on Brock Bowers.
Those were some dark times, man. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
Prophet, my dog.
Look, man, for you to compare this man to Marcel Reese, man, I beg to differ. To me, man, this guy is going to be phenomenal. Travis Kelce 2.0.
Yeah, I agree.
Like real rap, bro. Like I think it's going to go. I think Marcel Reese. Nobody's going to confuse Marcel Reese for a Hall of Fame player, right? And I know Brock Bowers is a rookie, but you can see he's a dude immediately.
Yeah.
Now that's the thing about when you draft high, bro. Like, you want to see that from these guys that you're drafted. And that's why with us as Raiders fans, we get PTSD. We're like, yo, we want to see this shit now because we know it could get ugly really fast, man.
Definitely. Salute to Jose. Graph and Wasted, what was your guys' first impressions of Getsy's scheme? Jose, I don't think that we've seen a lot. I don't think we really seen a lot. You know what I mean? It was very vanilla out there. I see he was trying to do, he actually ran a few plays consecutively. You know what I mean? There was a few times out there where we seen back-to-back of the same plays. So, they're keeping it very vanilla, Jose. But let me say this. I love what the offense looked like in the first two quarters, regardless of anything. With Aiden out there in the first quarter, looked phenomenal, 7 for 9, over 70 yards in the air. I mean, Gardner Minshew, 6 for 12, over 100 yards in the air and a touchdown to DJ Turner. I mean, look, I'm ecstatic. But when they really get out there and they really, really, really start to get in that 12 personnel and they start doing some other things, one thing I did love, Wasted, was they're not waiting for Brock Bowers. They had him lined up at the X. They had him in the slot, H-back. They're already showing the versatility that Brock Bowers is going to bring to this unit. You know what I mean?
I love that. But I think what they were seeing, they were trying to evaluate a lot of these linemen. That's why they were running the same plays.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. The only thing I saw from Getsy's offense that I didn't kind of like is one of the criticisms that people had in Chicago is that a lot of combinations, you have people running into each other and stuff like that. That's the only thing that I saw, but I don't know if that's a scheme issue or that's a player issue. A lot of times we want to, heap all of the criticism on the play caller when a lot of times it's an execution thing.
Yeah.
So that.
But you know what, though? I have to say this. We have some very smart wide receivers. These last 2 years, he got DJ Moore last year, Luke, for a season, right? The quarterback situation was really, really bad. We have 2 smart wide receivers. And I'm not even going to count Brock and Turner and all these other guys. Jacoby and Davante Adams. Davante already knows what Getsy wants out of his receivers. I'm not too worried about him running into guys. This isn't going to be a Kansas City Arrowhead situation where he's running into Hunter Renfrow. I do not believe this is going to happen. I think with him and Jacoby, very knowledgeable wide receivers, they're going to know what Luke Getsy wants out of them. I don't think there's going to be any confusion during the regular season, at least with our 1 and 2 guys.
But that's the problem, though, Grab. Luke Getsy runs a lot of formations where he uses 3 and 4 wide receivers. He is a man close to Hammer's heart with Trips bunch formation, bro. So shout out to Hammer.
Yes,
they do a lot of that. So I'm not concerned about Jacoby and Davante. I'm concerned about the Tuckers of the world. I'm concerned of the Keatons of the world, those guys that are going to make this roster.
Yeah.
DJ Turner is also a guy that if they're going to utilize him, he hasn't really been featured in that manner. So these are the guys I'm concerned about. It's more so to me initially until you see that they can ingest that kind of offense. Keep it simple, stupid, right?
No, I agree. I just think that the top 4 guys that I think in our receiving core are going to be those 2 guys, Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer. right? So I'm not too much worried about these guys running into each other, but we shall see. And everybody was telling me that Sanjeet put out a video about those concerns with Luke Getsy in Chicago with his receivers, running into each other. I got to go check that out. I definitely didn't know that was a problem in his previous job. With Chicago, I definitely got to run that back and check it out. Salute to Jose. Appreciate you, brother, as always. Salute to Raider Felon. Green Dot Gang is in the building. Get Off My Lawn Gang is in the building. If you guys want to become a member, like our brother Raider Felon, hit the links that pinned up top, you guys. Always the best way to support we do. I see the Mob Fathers in the building as well. I got to give Top, Jason Hunter, all our guys in here some love, man. Salute to my guys, always holding down the chat for us. Appreciate you. Salute to Niles. Yeah, that Scully is fire graph. Salute to you, Niles, man. Wasted was trying to make fun of me and shit, man. So
you ain't gonna tell what I called you?
Yeah. Bro, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. What did you say?
Nah, I ain't gonna do it. If you don't remember, then that's cool, man.
No, I just remember the song.
No. Hold on, Dum.
Yo, salute to Solomon Mitchell on a $5 special. Just want to help keep the lights on. Salute to you, brother. Thank you so much, man. My dog. Caleb, I can't speak on that right now. There was a tweet that was put out that shouldn't have been put out on his part. I followed up with one. I was asked to remove it. Let's just, there's nothing to see here right now, but salute to our guy, Trey. He's in good spirits and all that good stuff. So salute to Trey Taylor.
Yo, can I just take a pause for the cause real quick? I want to say something, man. Hey, Graf, man. I pulled up yesterday after my live to that AFC West roundtable. Yo, I want to give you a round of applause, bro. Oh, you are doing a phenomenal job. I want to tell everybody that's in the chat that pulls up over there. Yes, Raider Nomad. That is exactly who I call
Great Gazoo.
Great Gazoo. The Great Gazoo. Bang Zoom, everybody. Yo. So, but nah, for real. And I didn't mean to derail the show, but I wanted to say that, bro. Like, I want to say that you guys are the best, man. You guys go over there every week, man, and just show how relevant this fan base is, man. And Graf goes over there and cooks and represents us to the fullest, man. We got the greatest content creators, period. I don't give a damn what nobody say, man.
Factory, man. And salute to my guys over there, man. All, really good dudes. And I can't wait to just continue to cook their boots week in and week out during the regular season. Salute to Jose. Did you guys see that the Cowboys player pushed the Rams coach? Yes, I did. If they did that to a Raiders coach, all hell would have broke loose. AP would have fought 100%. This is facts, Jose. Did you see that, Wasted?
Yeah, man. AP would have slapped the living dog shit out of him.
Yeah,
you can go push, that bum. You can't touch AP. AP used to be in the league. They know better than that.
Man, that's Compton's finest right there, my guy. Salute to Jose. But yes, we did see it. Appreciate you on a $10 special. My dog, Jose. It's always good to see you back in the building, man.
Oh, shout out to my dog, man. Where you been, brother?
Cold Beard, man. Beard gang in the building. Raider fam. AP said that whether we win or lose, he wanted every team we play to be physical. No, they played the Raiders. I love that. I don't care who feels sorry for JJ McCarthy. He's our first victim. On to the next. Yeah, I disagree with that last part, man. Prayers going up to the young kid. But hey, man, salute to you, Pope. Real talk, man. And hey, we need to leave a mark on every team. Win, lose, or draw. Go out there and make those boys feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you gonna know you was in this fight.
Yeah.
You want to know you was in this fight. That's always been my motto my whole life. Yeah. If you mess around with Wasted on that level, you leaving with something. You going come into the situation one way and you leaving altered. Yeah. That is what I want for the Raiders, bro.
Facts. Salute the Raider Tex as well, becoming a member. Salute to my dog. Appreciate you, brother. Once again, for those who want to become a member, Green Dot Gang, Get Off My Lawn Gang. Hit the links. They're pinned up top. Man, we are deep in here. Salute to everybody rocking with us. Over 800 people in the building. Salute to you guys. Wipe them feet. Pay your bar tabs. Hit that subscribe button. As I see all you guys, man. Salute to Mondo. Everybody saluting the AFC West Roundtable. You guys, make sure you pull up every Tuesday night and remind these people who has the greatest fan base in just period on this universe in sports. Salute to Gio. That AFC West Roundtable is dominated by Graf in our chat. Real talk. I almost feel bad for the boys. Salute.
I feel bad for him too, to be honest with you. I know Graf can't say that, but I'm gonna say I feel bad for him.
Yeah, it feels good that we paying those bills over there by ourselves, man.
Yeah, man. Hold on. I gotta do a little
Go Dust, baby.
Wait, this a little ravishing Rick Rude.
Oh yeah, ravishing. Salute, man. Salute. Kudos, Graf, for your professional skills. Salute to you, Frank. I appreciate you. There's a lot going on right now, you guys. For those who are not seeing, there's a lot transpiring at Allegiant Stadium tonight. Open practice, over 40,000 people. It was reported. The nation was out there strong. A lot of the content creators we love, Samoan Fitz, Autumn Win. A lot of our guys are out there doing their thing, getting a bunch of footage. We're going to show some things here on Twitter in a second, you guys. So stay tuned. I want to show you a few videos. There's one of JPJ out there with his non-contact red jersey, starting to get his, feet up under him. I want to show you the Davante and Aiden throw. I want you guys to see some of this stuff that we're seeing. And also, once again, salute to LV Maximus, our brother, the security of Mount Shillmore, sending us a bunch of live notes in the DM right now. Salute. Let me see. Yeah, we got as many views as their first roundtable channel. That is facts. Let me see. And yes, you guys, I am working on this show right now, maybe this week. Dylan already is tapped in. Dylan is like, when do you want to go live? Like whatever you want to do it.
Cheddar Bob.
Yeah, salute to our guy, Cheddar Bob, man. Our brother Dylan Lobby, man. He will be on the show probably sometime this week, but I'm wanting to get him and Trey in together. So I'm just waiting. Trey said he's going to see what's going on this week as well. So we're trying to have them both on the show sometime this week. So stay tuned for that. And if Trey can't make it, salute to our brother. He'll be on a bunch this year. Dylan will pull up, probably Dolo, sometime this weekend, and we'll talk about this Dallas game. Salute to Jay Corrigan, gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network memberships. And I have a feeling I know who this is. Salute to my father himself, Hug Dizzle, my dog. Man. Appreciate you, brother. Green Dot Gang is in the building. Salute to Christian Fink. Going off what I've seen so far, do y'all have your record prediction for the season yet? Raiders, much love. Yes, I had it at 10-7, a ceiling of 11-6, a basement about 9-8. What did you have wasted? Somewhere around the
we were on the same sheet of music. I mean, it's a little premature to give a record prediction, but that's just going off of the roster, sight unseen. We got to see how the roster gels. And to be honest with you, the most important thing is, can Aiden O'Connell play, some kind of subsistent quarterback? Can he be the kind of quarterback that could just go out there and just not lose us any games, not go out there and win us any games, but just kind of hold serve so this defense can kind of serve us some wins up?
Facts. Salute to JJ. You guys going to any games? We talked about Baltimore. I think we're pretty much locked in on Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Tampa Bay is a definite. That's
in New Orleans, I'm definitely rolling to. I don't know if Waste is going to go yet, but that is a game that I'm definitely going to.
I would like to, but I have to see if I can, because that's around New Year's, I think, right?
Yeah, 29th, I believe.
Look, I'm doing the schedule soon, so you know what I mean. If I can get off, because I might be down in Atlanta around that time. So then I might just shoot down there from there.
I'm thinking about taking the wife down to South Beach again, too, and checking out that Dolphins game. So I'll let you guys know what's going on, though, definitely. And Steve, Stu is in great spirits. He is well, spending time with his family, doing his thing. Stu is Stu. We love him, but he's okay. He is in very good health, you guys. So Stu is good. We'll see him during the season.
Ka-chew, baby.
Yes. So right here, you guys, salute to Getsy Maverick. If you guys are not following him on Twitter, I believe he works for News 3 LV. Salute to him. Putting up a bunch of updates. Let me do this real quick. Davante Adams gets the crowd going with a deep shot from Aiden O'Connell. Nice ball. Since the Raiders were out in Costa Mesa, I haven't gotten much of a chance to see this team with my own eyes. Thus far tonight, it's very apparent that Brock Bowers is different. That kid looks like he is going to be legit. Right here, you guys, get a little.
Nick Saban said on Hard Knocks, he said that kid's a fucking problem.
There you go.
He's a problem.
Right here, you guys, our first look at JPJ out there with the non-contact red shirt on. It is great to see our young pup out there with his shell on and his pads. And he's almost ready to go, you guys. Non-contact. He's not going to be out there making too many, he's not going to be out there like that today. He's partially going to be practicing.
Yeah,
so
he gives me some Richie Incognito vibes, like
definitely, bro. The way he moves, the way just
everything, bro. He's so aggressive, man. He's going to be a beast, man.
Right here, you guys. This is the play I was talking about. Look at Spillane. He looked like he's going to kill Aiden. Look at that.
Yeah, Spill could have killed him.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So this is very much, you guys, it's not full speed ahead, like I said. Let me rewind that again. Kind of lackadaisical defense. The offense is still kind of, look at Jacoby, his route running, but Spillane had an open shot on him, didn't take it. But we can look at that as hey, Davante's out there, touchdown is what it is. We're excited. There's also some other footage that I wanted to show you guys. Show the fans are out there in full display. Let me go back to Vic's, man. Salute to Vic Tafur, my guy.
The great Vic Tafur.
Yes, my dog. Let me see.
Cool picture of Al right there too, man. I think I need to put that down in my den.
Right here is I don't know why that's spinning, but let's see what this play.
Minshew.
Gardner.
Yo, you see Minshew with the weird arm angle? I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Backyard football.
Gardner
up there.
Gardner Minshew to Trey Tucker for the tutty.
Bro, I don't know if I'm delirious.
I like that. That was a beautiful throw. Nice.
It was. It's
yeah.
There's a little Mahomes-esque.
A little Mahomes-esque.
Oh, with the kiss.
With the kiss.
Yo, you know about Bill Rafferty. What you know about Bill Rafferty, bro?
Hold on, this is the one. Aiden, bombs over Baghdad, baby. Oh, no, this isn't the play. But this was
I was about to say, Grab, that don't look like a bomb over Baghdad.
Oh, shit, the defense came up with that ball, too.
That looked like a popcorn fart right there, brother.
Adams deep catch. Okay, so why did Vic put that out there?
Bro, I don't
deep catch caps off another minute long. That wasn't a deep ball.
Doug, that looked very, very Yeti-esque.
And here you go. Another play from up in the skybox. Salute to our guy, Vic Tafur, once again. He said Robert Spillane with the boom. So you know what that means. That means that Robert Spillane could have had an opportunity to kill that guy.
Yeah.
So there you go. A few reps right there.
Spill is a beast, man. Spill is a beast, man. He's legit.
2 minutes this time. Let's see what this is real quick. Nice little run. Nothing really to see right there.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. That this looks like we're looking at the Loch Ness monster.
I know, right? Here's a Brock play right here, you guys. Being the yak monster, bounced off his defenders. He would have kept it going. He would have took that shit to the grip.
Yak monster, bro. Yo, man, if somebody ever called me a yak monster, bro, we'd have to run a fade, bro. That's a terrible name, bro.
Yo, this looks like some fuzzy all 22. Fuzzy all 22. I'm going to see what happens right here. That's Aiden out there. Let me see. Okay, that was the bomb to Davante. That was the play that I believe Vic was.
You got to run that one back, brother.
It is. It's running right now. It's just you can't really see it, man. I don't know why it looks like that.
Aiden opening Davante Adams. Big zoom.
I heard some good plays also. Salute to Vic. O'Connell dropped a nice touchdown pass to Myers earlier. Minshew just hit Turner on a long post and then hit Wilkerson deep between two defenders. So once again, you guys, Wilkerson is going to make this roster, y'all. I'm telling y'all now, Christian Wilkerson is going to make this roster.
I mean, he's a pro wide receiver, bro.
Yeah.
He's a pro. He's been in this league. He would be the logical guy to make this roster, right? Yeah. And then the thing is, when we think about the wide receiver room, people forget, and I said this the other day, people forget about like freaking, having backups.
Yeah.
Like football is a game of attrition. You know what I mean? When one guy, next man up, you got to have somebody. That's why I think it's important the Raiders scour the waiver wire a little bit after preseason because, you have guys out there like Juju Smith-Schuster, right? It's a West Coast guy. He's a guy who has connections to Antonio Pierce. He is a pro wide receiver. He does not need the football. He's 27 years old.
Yeah.
That's a guy I would take a look at because if I'm being honest, right, this receiver room is very top heavy. Need a little more balance in this receiver room, I personally think.
Well, I mean, I would agree with you if we didn't have Mayer and Brock on this roster. And then I think Tucker is ready to take the NFL by storm. I think we have a nice, formidable wide receiver.
3 wide receivers, and then those are tight ends, right? I'm talking about, so if you got 5 or 6 guys in that receiver room, you want to make sure that receiver room has a guy that can step in there if somebody misses a week or two and play somewhere close to, and nobody's going to play close to Davante.
Guyton, baby.
Yeah, but bro, I would much rather, I would feel safer with Juju than Guyton.
You see, I don't want anything to do with Juju. I think since that injury, he's never really been the same. And if you couldn't stay on that roster with that weak-ass wide receiving core in New England, bro, I don't want nothing to do with Juju, dog.
Bro,
the reports came out wasted that he looked like the worst wide receiver out there in New England. That's why they cut
I'm gonna be honest with you. New England is a gift and a curse, right? If it's for you, it's a great place for you to be. But lately, after the great Tom Brady has retired and left, New England isn't a place for anybody. Like, like for real. Like, you get guys that are in New England that they look rudderless. They look broken. And then they leave and go somewhere they want to be, and magically they can play again.
Yeah.
I really.
And Huey, DJ Turner, another guy that's already showing out right now, too.
Yes.
Wasted talent. You are wrong, sir. I usually love takes. This shit is nasty work by our brother Wasted Talent.
No. This is the reason why I say this. Listen, I like DJ. I love the youth movement on this team. But I think there are too many rooms and positional groups on this team. We got guys that we are using the hopium pill for. Like DJ Turner is a guy that I think that is going to play well. But I think his value to us is really on special teams, bro. He is going to be a special teams demon. I don't want DJ Turner. I do. I think he's probably going to run a kickback this year. I think he's going to be a dog this year.
I agree with you on that, but I think he's going to show some signs of life at the wide receiver position this year.
He might. But the thing is that, so if you're telling me my top three guys who are going to get most of the snaps are Tucker, Davante Adams, and Jacoby Myers, I'm happy with that. That fourth guy.
And you're not counting our tight end room.
I'm not counting them.
Because remember, Brock is going to line up in a slot probably the majority of the time.
Bro, you're talking about our offense as a whole, bro. I'm talking about if somebody goes down that is a wide receiver by trade, I want to have a guy that's in waiting that can come and step in that role.
You don't want this to be a 2021 situation where Hunter has to step up and be that guy and our wide receiver room is thin. I understand that.
I want this team, bro, and this is what I've said all offseason. I want this team to be riddled with talent so that, say, for instance, the answer is not under center for us right now. When we go into next year, people like the Raiders have a talented roster. Man, all they need is this.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I want to happen. You know what I'm saying? So to me, if I got a guy that's played at a great level, that's 27 years old, that wants to be in the West, can resurrect his career, the same chance that we were willing to take on Michael Gallup, I'd rather take that chance on a guy like Juju Smith-Schuster.
Okay,
I would, especially on the cheap.
I'm just saying this. I like the bottom half of our wide receiving group. I'm not saying that I'm in love with it. I think that I agree. We're very top heavy, but I like Tucker. I like Turner. We shall see if Guyton can make this roster. And then Ramel Keaton, man, another guy that's been showing out, and Wilkerson. I mean, that's a pretty deep, a wide receiving group going down from the top three guys.
I like the idea of our wide receiver group. But if I'm being honest, I don't know what these guys are. And that's all I'm saying. I want to, for me, I want one veteran proven commodity in every positional group. You always notice when I talk about the linebacker core, I'm with the youth movement. I love the youth movement. But I have no problems with bringing in guys who have played well in the National Football League.
I'm not mad at you. Salute to everybody here in the building. Colton Miller is out there, you guys. He is not practicing, but Antonio Pierce kind of hinted at he'll be out there very soon. So it looks like Colton will be out there very, very soon. He should be ready for week 1 coming off that shoulder injury. Also, Thayer Munford, our starting right tackle, is dealing with the finger injury, you guys. He is out there, but he's not practicing today. So DJ Glaze.
You know which one I heard it was, right?
DJ Glaze is getting starting reps right now at the right tackle position. He's looked pretty good for us in camp. He looked okay out there with a few reps against the Minnesota Vikings. So it looks like we're going to be having DJ Glaze out there, a third rounder out of Maryland, moving forward, just not for the foreseeable future, but until Thayer can get that finger situated. So we don't really know how severe the injury is, but I'm assuming that Thayer is going to be okay. They'll tape him up. They'll get him right. Probably going to need a few weeks just to, get right. We talked about this on the phone, right, Wasted? You were saying, just let the young pup heal up, and he'll be ready to go come week 1.
Yeah, look, man, there's nothing to be gained by this. Why tape it now, right? You're going to tape it. If it's week 1, week 2, you're going to tape the finger. He's going to go out there. He's going to ball out. He's going to play. But if you have a chance to allow it to rest, because that's what it takes when you have, injuries, even if with a break. The thing is, when you keep going out there, you keep, having to grab people, keep getting hit, it's never going to heal. Yeah. Let it heal now. We're a few weeks out from week 1, and then by week 1, he should be good to go.
Ready to see Khalil Mack and Bosa and them boys. Salute to Roy. Who do you think on our defense is going to start and who's under the radar? And I believe Minshew looks to be a sleeper QB1. Salute to Roy. Appreciate you on a donation, brother. I'm going to say that it's Jacorian Bennett. I think that's going to be the guy that, if you want to call him a sleeper, I think technically he's kind of the clear-cut corner 2 right now, but I think that he is going to be the starter. I know a lot of people were saying we're going to go out and get, and we talked about it, going out and getting another corner, one of these veterans in free agency, potentially Stephon Gilmore or Dory Jackson. Yeah. I think that the under-the-radar guy is going to be Jacorian Bennett. And Roy, a lot of people, a lot of players, beat writers have spoken very highly of Agent Zero this offseason with the way he's looked.
Yeah, I mean, hell, you saw in the preseason game, he broke a touchdown up.
Yeah.
He's out there, he's balling, he is turning into the kind of guy that we think. The thing about, Jacorian Bennett that, for me, I hope he gets the benefit of the doubt from the refs, because I feel like what some of these refs do with rookie players, they key in on them and they don't allow them to flourish and grow, and they make them doubt themselves. Yeah. There were a lot of times they were calling, pass interference calls on Jacorian Bennett that I thought were kind of bogus last year.
Yeah.
Yo, I want to talk to you about something. I don't mean to derail what we were just talking about, but let me ask you a question, man. There's news that our nemesis, the Kansas City Chiefs, Rashee Rice is not going to face any discipline by the league.
Yes.
That's nasty work, bro.
Yes.
That's nasty work, bro. I just harken back to the times of like Aldon Smith, right?
Yes.
Him in his career ruined over something stupid, like he backed over a garbage can or some bullshit.
Well, Alden was doing some dumb shit. He definitely had some demons that he was fighting, DUI after DUI, drunk in public, dumb shit. But I hear what you're saying.
They suspended this guy like indefinitely, like for that shit. This freaking guy.
He's a chief, brother. He's a chief. And it's
dog, it is mind-boggling the favoritism by this league, bro. Like I don't know why all these years in this league. I know that there's always a favorite son in the National Football League, right? Whoever the biggest quarterback is in the league,
they're not. Yep.
But god damn it, it's just nasty work, bro. Like, yo. They're going to let this guy just get away with that?
Yeah.
Like, really, bro?
And I live in the area.
Not one game, not two, nothing?
I live in the area. It was on the news out here in Dallas. It was right on the tollway, not even too far from my house. And for him to actually get away with that, that was an insane situation. These guys just got out their car and just walked off. You know what I'm saying? Like that's nasty, nasty work. I don't know if the NFL is trying to help them out right now because Hollywood Brown is going to miss a week or so, or maybe a few weeks, and they're trying to help Patty Mahomes and those guys out there and keep the darlings of the NFL, upright. But I agree with you. If this was a Raider, man, he'd probably be facing at least an 8-game suspension. It's nasty, nasty work.
It's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Salute to Raider for life. Get Hunter Renfrow over Juju. I mean, look, I personally would rather bring Hunter Renfrow back than Juju. I really would. You know what I mean? I don't know what we're going to get out of him at this point. Hunter with the injuries and the cases of the fumbleitis. But I definitely would rather have Hunter Renfrow in here than Juju. I definitely would.
Look, I like Hunter Renfrow. He was a great Raider. The thing with Hunter Renfrow that has bothered me the last 2 or 3 years is his propensity to fumble in the most inopportune moments.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is to his physical stature, right? And he's always been a turnover machine. And I don't think that that's going to change. So do we really, for the way this roster is constructed, do we really?
Yeah. I hear you. Salute to Nomad. It definitely does. Bro, I got a car in my driveway right now because when I first moved here, I didn't know about how the tolls worked. I have a car right now. Beautiful car out there that I haven't drove in 5 years. You know why? Because the tolls that I owe on it are worth more than the car. It's nasty work. That's how they get you in Texas. Move out here. Cheap. No state tax. You get charged every exit you pass out this motherfucker, bro.
Yo, how Sacramento of you. Very Sacramento of you, my friend.
I'm gonna go out there and take my Raider license plates off of it and just sell the parts. That's what we doing. Salute to Money Main. That's very South Sacramento of you, Mr. Graphic Raider. Salute to Money Main, my God. Much respect to you, brothers. Best Raider duo out there. I don't think we go far without a top quarterback. AOC and Minshew ain't it. What do you think is the long-term option? Well, hey, if we don't have one on the roster now, there may be some veteran guys that may be available at the trade deadline or next season. We don't know this. We don't know yet, Money Man. A lot of people mentioned Dak Prescott, who could potentially be a free agent next year. I think that Dallas is starting to get a little closer to that CeeDee Lamb deal. So maybe they'll start focusing a little bit more on what they want to do with Dak. But then there's a nice handful of quarterbacks in this upcoming draft that are very intriguing to me that we'll talk about when we get to those draft shows. But hey, Money Man, I'm gonna say this. Let's hope that we have one of these guys on the roster now. That's all. I'm leading with optimism this year, like I always do. I hope one of these guys on the roster.
Bro, look, man. What you guys got to do is you guys got to stop trying to just add water to this roster. They're trying to build this thing. Like, allow the Raiders to build this organization. There are times where you have organizations that go all in for a young quarterback. They bring the guy in, the cupboards are bare, and the kid fails. Yeah. The reason why we haven't drafted a star quarterback in 50 years.
Yeah.
In 50 years, bro. Right? And it's because the mentality.
Crazy to think about that, bro. That's insane.
Like that's bad, bro. Yeah. Like, and there's some other teams that are in that kind of metric, right? That haven't drafted a star quarterback in 50 years. Like the Browns haven't drafted a star in 50 years, right?
Yeah.
The Browns haven't drafted a star quarterback probably since Otto Graham. Drafted, right? And drafted. Damn, who gave the thumbs down?
What happened?
Somebody gave a thumbs down. Who did that? How does that even happen, bro?
Detroit Buddha, bro.
Detroit Buddha, that bastard.
Hey, he still don't like what the fuck you was talking about with the receiving core, man. I'm telling you.
Listen, great Gazoo. Hold on, dumb.
Yo, salute the thrill, my guy. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, you guys, practice is officially over. It ended about 20, maybe 25 minutes ago. Vic left one note. Another good night for Turner. So DJ Turner, once again, showing his worth on the offensive side of the ball, and Christian Wilkerson as well. And he said Adams was Adams, and both quarterbacks had good moments. That's a wrap. Thanks for coming. I don't think there's really any other footage.
Yeah, they did. He did the Russell Simmons. He said, thanks for coming out. See you next week.
Yep, there you go. Salute to Levi Edwards as well. Aiden O'Connell hit Brock Bowers wide open on back-to-back plays for first downs in the team period. The way the rookie moves on his routes hits different. Also said, sexy play alert. Gardner Minshew threw a 35-yard bomb into the end zone of Christian Wilkerson with the receiver leaping over double coverage to come down with the touchdown. So that sounds like that was all Christian Wilkerson right there. It sounds like it was a very Gardner Minshew-esque move. Gunslinger, lit that bitch up and let your receiver, get a shot at it. Hey, and Christian,
you can't say that. You can't say that because the difference between a star quarterback, right, or a good quarterback is a guy that gives his receiver a chance, right? Like the reason why Aaron Rodgers was always really, really good and Davante Adams became the receiver he became because Aaron Rodgers trusted him. He would put the ball up there in places where only Davante can get it or to get picked off, right? And then you have other quarterbacks that are afraid to uncork that ball. You got guys like DC.
Yeah.
I hate to always bring him up, right? But there were times where we'd be like, damn, Derek, let it go.
Did you see the rumor that Minnesota may want to trade for Derek Carr? Did you see there was a beat writer that put that out there? I don't know how real it is, but it sounds like Minnesota may may take that contract off their hands with JJ going down and Sam Darnold over there. And New Orleans is sold on Spencer Rattler. I'm letting you guys know right now, if Spencer Rattler becomes a star and he's the starter of the New Orleans Saints, you guys will never hear the end of it from the show.
Well, I'm gonna be pissed because Spencer Rattler was there for us to take.
Yes,
and that's another guy that we went out there and just allowed to just because I remember when we came back from Detroit, Spencer Rattler was still on the board. I was sitting in the airport and I was waiting for my wife to come pick me up from the airport. My wife and my girls, right? I got my triumphant return home graphic. I think he got home around the same time I did because your flight was delayed or what something happened, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there in Newark Airport and I'm looking and I'm like, damn, he's still available. Still available. I get home, I take a shower, I get in the bed with my lady. Graph hits me. Yo, he's still available.
Yep.
Then they took a buck.
Yep.
Why not just take a flyer on him, right?
Jay says it was a parody account. Like I said, I didn't know how real it was. But like I said, I looked at it and I was like, that's interesting because maybe it wouldn't make any sense for Minnesota right now. They just drafted JJ early in the first. Why would you take on that contract?
Too much money into that room.
Yeah.
Like you got to start looking at it from percentages. You have a top 10 pick, right, in that room, regardless, right? Then you have Sam Darnold, right?
Who is your bridge quarterback, point blank, period?
Yeah, but you're paying them because he's a veteran. He's highly drafted. You know, like your contract kind of gets structured based off of how you come into the league a lot of times, right? You know, there's some guys that have done really well in this league, right? But we live in a world where Max Crosby I think might be the 10th highest paid edge rusher in this league.
That's crazy.
So because he's a 4th round pick.
Yeah. So
this is the world we live in, right? Sam Darnold was a top pick and he gets paid a certain way, right? So if you bring Derek Carr in, you'll probably have 35% of your salary cap tied into the quarterback room. It does not make any sense. It's a parity account. And if I'm being real, how long is JJ even out for?
Yeah, well, he's going to be out for the season. So, you know, we'll see him next year, in which they were going to run with Sam Darnold anyway. You know what I mean? So it is.
I would like for us to bring Sammy in. I like Sammy. I always have.
Man, I don't want any more bridge guys, bro. If Aiden and Mitchell ain't the guy, go get your guy.
Yeah, I'm talking about before they brought Gardner in, because Gardner has one more, but like with Sam Darnold, you know, he's a guy that I liked coming out of USC. I feel like he could have been developed. I just think he was being in the New York media, it's rough to make it in New York, bro.
Yeah,
they especially with it's so toxic, bro. It's very, very hard. That's why you haven't seen a lot of great quarterbacks play in the New York area.
Yeah,
for either team, right? You know, Phil Simms. When Phil Simms got drafted, bro, this is a guy who got drafted in 1979 over Joe Montana.
Everybody gather around the fire. Wasted talent is about to get on his soapbox. Everybody gather around.
Yes, sir.
Gather around. Finish that sentiment, brother.
But
the wise one.
But listen, Phil Simms is a guy who took the Giants to one Super Bowl, won it, right? He had the best Super Bowl performance to that point, right? And then he had them in another Super Bowl. He got hurt right before the playoffs, and Hostetler won that Super Bowl, right? Mm-hmm. But Phil Simms, you would have thought Phil Simms was the worst quarterback in the world in the New York area growing up. It was unbelievable, right? The Jets always have drafted quarterbacks high, but it's never the only quarterback I've seen. I think this is probably the greatest quarterback in the New York area. Has been Eli Manning. He's the only guy who came in and answered the bell, right? And I think with Sam Darnold, he didn't get a fair shake with the New York Jets, man. The media just dogged him out. They do that with every quarterback. And he's a guy that I would have loved for the Raiders to just take a flyer on because he's so physically talented.
That's a no for me, dog. Salute to C, Gabe. Go.
That's a no for you. Get the F out of here.
I'm going to hand this one to my brother. What kind of season does Tyree need to have this year? Salute.
I mean, I think the basement for me to be, happy with taking him 7th is 9 sacks.
Ooh, the basement.
That's the base. Bro, this guy, listen, man, you might not look at it this way, but I look at it this way. I'm judging him against all of these other guys who have come out and been highly drafted. Now, there's a guy like Walker down there with the Jaguars. That guy came and people say he had a bad season. The guy had 11 sacks. He rolled out of bed and got 11 sacks. Now, a lot of people say it's because of Josh Allen and all that shit. That's bullshit, right? I see Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter's tearing the league up, right? I'm judging you against that. We took you 7th, bro. We could have had Christian Gonzalez. We got a lot of guys.
I just think that
9 sacks, damn it.
I would love that. Don't get it confused. I just think that this is pretty much his rookie year. He's healthy, right? You already have 2 great edge rushers in Max Crosby and Malcolm Kuntz. You got Christian Wilkins out there. John Jenkins and Adam Butler had phenomenal years for us as veterans that came over in free agency. I just don't know how much there is to go around. I got Tyree from 5 to 7. Like 5 to 7. I'd be happy to see him get 5 to 7 this upcoming season. A couple from the interior, a couple off the edge. But once again, you guys, I went back and watched this tape, and I didn't get a chance to talk to you about it. I seen some plays with Tyree off the edge. He still, man, his get off is so late, bro. It's still the same shit. I'm like, what's going on with Tyree, man?
Because listen, bro, I told you when he got drafted. Everybody said, "Oh, wasted, you hating." No, bro. Quick twitch and things like that is something that you have to be kind of born with.
Yeah.
When Max Crosby came into the league, bro,
you seen it immediately.
Saw it immediately. And bro, I'm gonna give you an example. And I bring this up all the time, right? The Arden Key has it. Mm-hmm. The only thing with Arden Key is Arden Key needed to get a little stronger, and Arden Key has a technique issue.
Yes.
If Arden Key was here working with working with, like, if we'd have kept him, I think he would have flourished here. He played all right with San Francisco. Yeah. He did.
Arden almost doesn't count Key.
But the one thing that you knew about Arden Key is
and
that
everybody knows
he was going to get off that ball.
Almost doesn't count. Salute to LA Crash Dog on a $20 donation. I feel bad for our Raiders fans who weren't around for the early years when the Raiders were the winningest team in all of sports. So glad we're getting back to just win, baby, days soon. I see it on the horizon. Salute to our guy, LA Crash Dog. Appreciate you on the $20 special. I didn't get an opportunity to watch those teams. I was born 5 days after we won our last Super Bowl. I'm lying. I believe I was born 5 days before I was on this earth, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. But hey, man, hey.
That's why I think it's funny when I just think it's funny, man, when people when they talk about the greatness of the Raiders, right?
Crash.
Look, bro. Whether you were here or not, right? It's like a fever dream at this point. And even when we were great in the early 2000s, and we didn't win the big one, right? Yeah. So for me, bro, we're trying to establish something that.
What do we not win, Wesley?
What happened?
What do we not win?
Get the F out of here with that. Don't try to pause winning the Super Bowl or the big one. Get the F out of here, bro. Like, so that's what your mind is, Gazoo. Don't you try to do all of that.
Gazoo!
Bang zoo.
Hey, real quick, before you jump back on that pause-worthy banter, salute to Spivey, man, my guy, the Kevin Nash of Mount Shillmore. Salute to my guy, Gifted 5 OLB Raiders Network memberships. Salute to my dog. Appreciate you.
Still attacked, bro.
Salute to all the new Green Dot Gang members in the building. Appreciate you guys so much. If you want to become a member of both channels, hit the links. They're pinned up top. And salute to our brother East Coast Gridiron just popping in.
Gridiron.
Yes, the Gridiron. My guy. Now get back on your soapbox, my brother. My bad. Before you said the big one.
Listen, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember what I was talking about. You know,
no, you were talking about.
You just did that Men in Black shit. Hey, look right here.
No, we were talking about the fans that didn't get an opportunity, and salute to our sister Lee.
Yeah, but to me, it's immaterial what you got to see because we got to live in now. Yeah. We're not seeing greatness now. I'm tired. Like when I go to that AFC West chat, I could talk my shit to the Broncos a little bit. I could definitely talk my shit to the Chargers, but it pisses me off. I can't talk shit to the Chiefs. Yeah. It really bothers me.
Yeah, man, this is fact.
I need to be able to tell them to go F themselves.
Yeah, and it's coming in due time, brother. In due time, we will be flaming the Chiefs here very, very soon. Salute to Yo Raider. Sup, fellas? Haven't been able to watch in a bit. Wasted. I think it was that bum Jack Thompson that was drafted before Sims in 79. Are you guys going to Baltimore? We're thinking about it, yo. We're thinking about it. Salute to you on a $5 holla. Do you know? Because I wasn't around. I don't know. Wasted. You're about 43 years old in 79.
Yeah. Listen, bro. I don't remember, but what I will say is this. When we talk about great quarterbacks and people drafting quarterbacks, right? There's only been like 21, 22 great ones.
I mean, real talk. Yes.
Right? It's a very short list. Marino, Elway, Favre, all these kind of guys, right? And then when you start talking about first round,
we're talking about the greats, you guys. We're not even getting into
not really good guys.
We can talk about the Ben Roethlisbergers and all that, but we're talking about the Russell Wilson. We're talking about the greats. But
even them kind of guys, they're in that rarefied air. Ben Roethlisberger has 3 championships? 2 is 2. It's 2. He's been to 3. Like Ben Roethlisberger,
who did you know that one? Was it when Wood finally got in? They beat the Steelers, right?
No, Aaron Rodgers won that Super Bowl with Wood. They lost in that one, and then he won 2. He won against the Seabags, and he won against the
Arizona
Cardinals.
Yeah,
he beat Kurt Warner. But listen, there even with guys like that, like Kurt Warner, Brett Favre, guys that weren't like high round draft picks, right? There's only like 20 of them kind of guys.
Yeah,
because when you look at the history of the league over the last 50 years, there's certain guys that have won most of these Super Bowls.
Yes.
You got Brady with a shitload of them. Yeah. Montana with 4.
Now you got Mahomes with 3.
Mahomes with 3. Troy Aikman with 3.
Eli with 2.
Ben with 2. There's not, Favre had one.
Aaron with one.
Rodgers got one.
Marino with none, which he
Marino with none, but he's one of them, right? John Elway with two. And John Elway was in, what, 5 Super Bowl? 4 or 5
How many did Young have? Young got one as well. That blowout to the Chargers, right? That was the one where Young
got one, right? Yeah. So when you start talking about these guys, Bradshaw with 4.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right? Bradshaw with 4. Like, so there's not a lot of guys you could put on that list. Starback, what did Starback have? 2? Starback had 2?
2, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Roger had 2.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of guys you could put on that list. And that's leaving out, Bob Greasy and guys like that. Yeah. That's leaving them guys out. You know what I mean? So, it's hard to locate a quarterback. But the reason why the Raiders haven't done it is because of the way Al always did everything.
He operated.
It was balls to the wall with 2-3 players away from the Super Bowl every year.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We don't need a quarterback. We're good.
Yep.
I can go out there and go take Dan Pastorini and bring him in, and then at the end of the season make the Super Bowl with Jim Plunkett.
Yeah,
this is the guy that we had on our debate, right?
Yeah.
So I think Raider fans need to relax and let us build a roster that allows a young guy to come in here and be successful for the first time in a long time.
Talk that shit. Wasted talent. Salute
to Plunkett 2 and Stabler 1 too. But I'm not gonna sit up here and act like Jim Plunkett is one of the great quarterbacks of the last 50 years.
Hey, he's one of the greatest Raider quarterbacks.
He's one of the greatest Raiders. But when you look at his career, if you look at the sum total of his career, he had some great years, and they were with us.
We have over 1,000 people here in the building, you guys. Salute to you guys so much. And salute to Can't Get Right, gifting 5 Raider Nation Unlimited Wasted Talent memberships. And also VL Forever gifting 10 Raider Nation Unlimited Wasted Talent memberships. Salute to those 15 new members. Wasted Talent Army is growing. Salute to you guys. And also VL Forever gifting 10 OLV Raiders Network memberships. Salute to our guy, man.
Bang Zoom, VL Forever. Thank you.
Salute to all the new Green Dot and Get Off My Lawn gang members, man. We appreciate you guys so much. If you missed out on those, hit the links. They're pinned up top, man. It definitely helps us keep the lights on over here at Wasted Talent and OLV Raider Network. You already know what it is, man. Salute to you guys so much. Salute to True Raider Podcast. Talk that shit, Wasted. Yak Monster Talent.
Get that F out of here, True Raider Podcast. You're about to be unceremoniously blocked. What the F is wrong with you, True Raider?
Yo, let me see real quick, you guys. Salute also to Raider Nation. Flight book, tickets bought. Officially spending Xmas with the nation. Going to put a hurting on the Jags. East Coast Gridiron. Do you hear this shit? We are going to smoke your guys' boots. Salute to my guy, Raider Nation, man. My dog. Raiders. Appreciate you on a $5 donation. Spivey with a $10 haymaker as well. Salute to all of our guys, man. You guys are in full force, man, today. Salute so much. Jenny says, balls to the wall. Wasted. 2024. Salute to Jenny. Always pointing out all the crazy shit that Wasted puts into the universe. Salute to Spivey. I worked as an usher at the Rose Bowl in 1977 and watched the other two screaming at the TV. I salute all the true Raiders who have never seen the promised land. Have faith and it will be delivered, man. Great comment, man. Salute to Spivey, man.
Great Kevin Nash of Shield.
The Shield, yes, man. Yes, Kevin High Stakes Nash.
Dash.
Salute to everybody here in the building. We talked about Thayer Munford, you guys. He is dealing with the finger injury. It looks like they're not going to rush him back out there. They're going to allow him to breathe a little bit. Get right. Get prepared for week 1 when we face one of the better pass rushers in the NFL under Jim Harbaugh with Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa. So keep an eye on Thayer Munford, you guys. He's not going to be out there. What you laughing about now, bro?
Laughing at Giovanni, yo. Hey, Giovanni, you bastard.
Yo, Gio, that's facts.
Gio, you rotten bastard, you. F out of here.
Yo, also spoke about Antonio Pierce's presser, you guys. JPJ is officially off the pup. He was at practice today, non-contact, red jersey on, but he is slowly but surely coming back from that concussion that he sustained at some point in the OTAs. So he is back. We will see him, but he will not be starting. Antonio Pierce made that pretty clear, with, he's not ready to go yet. He has to get up to speed. and all that good stuff. So it looks like the young pup, our second round out of Oregon, will not be ready for week 1, but I'm still expecting a lot of reps out of him in year 1. But it looks like Cody Whitehair, the veteran that's very familiar with Luke Getsy with their time in Chicago, may be the starting left guard next to Colton Miller.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. I don't have a problem with Cody Whitehair starting the season. I think there has to be a guy on that line that speaks Luke Getsy's language.
Okay.
Fluently.
Okay.
Right? I think that's going to help the rest of the room. And Cody Whitehair has never been a guy who has played terrible at guard. He still has some football left in him. I don't have a problem with having a vet on the line.
You know what, Wasted? You made a great point. Because a lot of these guys do this, right? Look what happened. What happened to our guy? He goes over to the Giants, brings in Jermaine Illuminor at right tackle, brings in Greg Van Rotten, brings in guys that are familiar with his system, right? So, hey, maybe we're downplaying what Cody Whitehair can do within this scheme with a great left tackle and Colton Miller next to him, Andre James, who's been looking really good, and I'm hearing really good things about him. I'm excited to see Andre James this year, man. I really am. And I haven't said that in previous years. I know we've kind of beat him up a little bit in previous seasons, but slowly but surely, man, he's been getting better and better. I'm hearing some really good things. So hopefully he is phenomenal at center for us this season. But yeah, hey, man, him between those two, hey, you never know. Cody might be one of the ones. We shall see.
Yeah, and bro, do I expect him to start the whole season?
No.
Right? But you need. I want to start the season off, having a tight group that doesn't make a lot of mistakes, like getting beat by themselves. Like if you get beat off the ball or you miss a block or something like that, that is what it is, right? It's the National Football League.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't want it to be a situation with mental mistakes.
Yeah.
That's what I don't want. I want this unit to go out there and execute, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Cody Whitehair is a guy who's played in this offense. He's a guy who's started and played at a high level in this league. Yeah. I'm always partial to starting a season off with a young quarterback like Aiden O'Connell with vets that can make adjustments. And I think Whitehair is that guy. He's been very, very versatile in his career. He's not the worst guy in the world. Like a lot of people get a little hyperbolic with this, Cody Whitehair is terrible. I don't think he's terrible.
I won't say that. I'm not going to go that far, but I'm going to say that he has gotten worse as his career has progressed. I mean, he's a former Pro Bowler. You know what I mean? But when was his last Pro Bowl? Was it 2018, 2019, I believe? And a lot of people believe that he should be at center. A lot of people think that he should be at center, shouldn't be at guard. We shall see. We're going to see where he is in terms of, can he deliver this upcoming season?
All right, well, you know what? Listen, let's go into some stats with Cody Whitehair, right? In the 2023 season, right, played 787 snaps, tied for 46th in the National Football League. He had
go by position if you can, big bro. Go by how many reps at center, guard, wherever he was, because I know he played across the whole line.
Yeah. So check it out. He had 3 sacks allowed, right? Now, 0 snaps at left tackle. 666 snaps at left guard, 87 snaps at center, 34 snaps at right guard.
Okay.
So he played predominantly at left guard last year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Last year, if we're going with the PFF metric, he didn't do very well in their metric. 45 overall, 55 pass blocking, 42 run blocking. Pass blocking snaps, he had 2 penalties.
That's a bar.
4 hits. What happened?
No, I'm listening. I'm just saying that's a bar while you were talking. White hair is going to give me white hair.
Yes, it's just funny. 2 penalties, 3 sacks allowed, 4 hits allowed, 22 total pressures allowed. Little nasty work there, right? But
look at that O-line. Look at that O-line, Wasted. It was makeshift. They had some few people that were hurt out there. That wasn't a great O-line by any means last year in Chicago.
Yeah. And also when you have a dual threat quarterback, hurries are subjective because sometimes that dual threat quarterback will drop back and roll right, left, wherever, and put himself in harm's way to be able to make a play. Yeah. Right. Running quarterbacks are not going to be in that little pocket, and that was one of the things when you look at why we didn't take a flyer on bruh. Like, we didn't take a flyer because he wasn't able to stay in the pocket and deliver the football, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just wasn't, man. So, and then him and Luke Getsy didn't get along, and you know what I mean? So I don't totally think that Cody Whitehair had
I think that was over exaggerated. I think that they did get along and they were cool. I just think that it didn't work and they were both frustrated by it. I think that was very over over the top with the media, making it look like they didn't like each other. You know what I mean? I think that there wasn't a ton of success out there, and I think they were both frustrated with that. I think that Luke Getsy's system doesn't need a guy like Justin Fields, and Justin Fields doesn't need to be in a system like Luke Getsy's. You know what I'm saying? So
because it's a timing accuracy kind of offense. Now, listen, I don't think the media overplayed that because Justin Fields was very critical of Luke Getsy in the beginning of the season, and he kind of backed away from that. I think that's one of the reasons why people kind of give him a mantra of a diva kind of a guy. But, you know, and I don't think he's a diva. I just think that just wasn't the right match. Yeah. You know what I mean? It wasn't the right match. It was not the right match. There's certain coaches that run their system and they want certain kind of players. And then you have a situation with Justin Fields in Pittsburgh where you have Mike Tomlin, where Mike Tomlin and his coaching staff, they adjust to the talent that they bring in. Yeah. Like, we're going to craft our offense based off of your skill set. Mm-hmm. And it's looking like Justin Fields is probably, I mean, look, from what I've seen, you know, and look, Twitter is a weird place because you have some people who have like a, like almost like a man crush on certain players, and they put up all their good plays and they downplay what's going on with the other player. I haven't seen much from Russell Wilson, and I've been looking too. Yeah. I've been looking. I haven't seen much. It's from what I've seen and what I've heard, Justin Fields is a threat to take that job.
We shall see. Salute to Spivey, and they are on the menu this year, so we will face one of those guys. Spivey, man, you are goated tonight, my brother. Salute to you, gifting 5 more OLV Raiders Network memberships. Salute to all the new members. Green Dot Gang is in full effect, and salute to Forever Raider. Watch the Raiders win their first Super Bowl. I'm ready for another. I will watch your live stream in the hospital, having neck surgery, man. Hey, brother, get well, man. Salute to you, Forever Raider. We appreciate you rocking with us. Get well, King.
That is a member of the Shieldmore Army that is playing through injury. You guys see that? Yo, there's a dog right there. Appreciate you, my brother.
I got to say this too, man. We'll get a few questions in before we get out of here, you guys. I got to say, man, the nation, you guys are the greatest, not only in terms of how much we represent our team. I'm out with my sons today. I have 3 different people in 3 different locations come up to me. Yo, I watch your show. You know, man, yo, big fan, you know, so on and so forth. I want to say, man, just thank you guys so much for all of the support that you frequent these shows like literally daily. Right. And you guys are the reason why we continue to do these. It would be so easy for us to do pre-recorded work and just put it up like that. We do these lives because y'all make these lives. And it's the people like my dog I met at Torchy's today, a taco spot local. Came up, man. My sons was like, "Oh my god!" Like, cause they just think I'm the coolest dude in the world. You know what I'm saying? I love what my sons think. I'm like, yeah, look, I'm your old man.
My daughters be flaming me, bro.
Yeah, hey, it's funny.
My daughters be flaming me because I ran into somebody on my cruise. I ran into somebody down in the Bahamas in Nassau that like our show. Yeah, like I've run into people at stores, at the mall. And, you know, my daughters are older, so they're like, not too much. My dad's a Z-list celebrity. Yo, hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sitting over there with my pops, man, my father-in-law. We had my son's football practice today. This dude walks by with a Raider hat, just says, "Wipe them feet, y'all." I'm like, you know what I mean? It's just dope to see that, man. And
man, Vegas, the love is like a tidal wave. And all of like the like it's very. I've never had anybody come up and disrespect or anything.
Never.
Everybody's been great. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that. So like, yo, getting all of that love, man, and the nation being so dope, man. The other stuff, bro, it's like, man, that junk is like laughable to me, bro. Because the love outweighs the nonsense in droves, bro. And then the funny thing is, when the nonsense comes to you, right, and when you see it, it's laughable. Yeah, it's laughable. It really makes me laugh, yo. So I like it, and I love it too. Yeah. I love it because I'm like, when I see the negativity, bro, it's like, damn, dog, like, yo, I'm really on your mind like that, yo.
Like that is crazy.
That's like, yo, it's like, yo, give me some more hate. I love it.
Salute to Raider Fresh, man.
Little Rick James.
Give it to me, man. Salute to Raider Fresh. Thank you, Graf and Ways to Know. Thank you, brother. And we appreciate you on the $2 donation. Dan, appreciate you, man. Nation loves our dynamic duo. Salute to Shane. I met both you guys at the Ahern. Super cool. Salute to our brother, Big Mike. That's a fact. I remember the first time I got recognized, it blew my mind. Factory, man. Salute to Steven. Facts, you guys are fam, and the whole chat. Other communities can't see our love. We love the content. Salute to our guy. Yeah, and this is facts. Salute to my guy, Mikey. Yeah, it never appears in person, man. It never does.
I know, and if it ain't in person, it ain't real.
It ain't real.
It ain't real. I don't exist.
My favorite Raider ambassador. Salute to Josh Jones. All you guys, your kind words are definitely very, very much appreciated. We salute you guys. Salute to one of the Mob Fathers, our big bro, Top Beast. Last night in the AFC chat, we could see how proud you were, Raider Nation, for showing up in the chat. It never said anything, but we could all see the pride in the expression.
You ever see that kid? When it's like that meme where they show that little kid with the coffee cup and they like, Grab looked yesterday, he was like this.
Hey, and I'm watching all you guys flame these dudes, and you know, I'm gainfully employed over there. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to keep my shit together. But I'm watching you guys. I'm like, yo, no, I want to just stop right now. I'm like, yo, put that up in the chat. Put that up on the chat. I'm not controlling the chat, so I can't do nothing. You know what I mean? But I'm like,
we was flaming the critic over there. They deleted it, bro.
Yeah, hey, but mind you, those guys are phenomenal human beings.
Guys, man.
They love all the healthy banter. They love you guys coming in there and cooking them. Continue to do that over and over and over, man. Salute to Top Beast and salute to J Raider, man. My top 2 channels are for sure, man. Go. Salute to my guy, man. Other than that, man, you guys have a few more questions you want to get off? Me and my wife's food just got here. I'm going to spend some time. My wife took off the next 2 days. I finally get a chance to kick it with the whole family in its entirety. I'm excited, man. Get a couple more questions in before we rock out. Got mad respect for Mount Shillmore, baby. The 2 baddest Raider content creators on the planet. Big ups to Docs and Supreme Talent. Our dog, Todd Beast, one of the Mob Fathers himself. Salute, big bro. We love you, man. I hope you in that gym pumping that iron up, man.
Yeah, I just left the gym too, man. That's why I'm so wired. I can't go. That's why I hate going to the gym after like 6 o'clock because I'm not gonna be able to sleep now.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm about to get this food and hit this. I'm about to be cooked. Salute to Crash Dog. The best was when they brought up left.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Well, I wanted to hit end stream right now, but I couldn't do it. I wanted to be like, oh, I'm out of here, bro. Like I was like, Mike got to be trolling, bro, bringing up Alex Leatherwood. He had
to, man. Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell was wilding with that, yo.
Yeah, man. Salute. Mike, I always appreciate y'all for everything that y'all do. My brother, man. And this is a guy I've been rocking with since I began rapping. Like this dude had 4 or 5 beats on my first album when I was like 16, 17 years old. So salute to my brother, Mikey, my brother in real life. Appreciate you. And if you guys are in the Sacramento area and you want to get your beard, your hair, my dog is the GOAT out there with the cuts, man.
Mikey the barber, yo.
Yeah, man. Mikey is cold, man. Salute to my brother, Mikey, a.k.a. Miguel. Salute to Q. Nah, no more questions. Time for Unks to hit the bed. Salute.
Yo, what's messing with, yo, I've finally this year embraced the fact that I'm an Unk. I've embraced it, yo. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, because shout out to my cousin. You know what I'm saying? My cousin passed away, right?
Yeah.
Young kid, man, 27 years old. Didn't wake up. We all don't know when God is gonna turn our lights out, and that's what
any given moment.
Mm-hmm. So Grab heard me. I was on the phone. I went back down. I was down the hood, shit, and everybody like, yo, OG, man. Hey, yo, them sneakers is mean, OG. Hey, yo, your car clean, OG. I'm like, damn, yo, I'm OG now, bro. What happened? What I think I'm OG now, bro? I'm like, damn, yo, appreciate that, but damn, OG.
Yeah, we getting old out here in these streets, man.
Yeah,
Salute to Hug. What's the deal with? Hey, Ben is my dog, man. He's a funny dude. I gotta say, he hit me up in the DM after the first show, and he was like, yo, Grab, I was watching your channel a lot before I started my channel. You know what I mean? He was like, I just want to say I really rock with your content. You a good dude. So salute to Ben, man. He's a good guy. Very delusional, just like a lot of us Raider fans, but a good guy. And I can't wait to cook him up twice this year when we continue the dominance of the Denver Broncos. We're going to have some fun. And salute to everybody with the condolences.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Y'all know I don't really like to get personal and stuff like that. Yeah. Appreciate that, man.
The nation, y'all got anything else to say on the way out? We still have 1,000 people here in the building.
And we do.
Yeah, man. Let me know what it is.
Yo, man. Oh my, 1,000 people?
Yeah, man.
In the off season.
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah. Twitter, our channel's 1K in here, man. 1K. I know what you're gonna do, but it's not even time to do.
So
the big bite bet. Man, hit me up on the detail. We got to.
Yeah, I know, man. Yo, Big Mike, man. Word up, bro. We got to link up, man.
I tried to do the Carolina game, Big Mike, at bar anticipation in Jersey. And Wasted was like, man, son, your shit, son. I don't know about all that shit, son. And I'm like,
fuck out of here, bro. Like, now, but yo, bro, that didn't. You know why that fell apart?
I know.
Come on, dog. Don't do that, bro. Because I was like, whatever. What we gonna do? We gonna run it back.
Hey, Big Mike, I got a flight credit right now. I had to cancel my Vegas trip this week. I got a flight credit. I am ready to roll, and I found a ticket to Newark for $100.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We were probably gonna run that shit, but the whole purpose of us going to Bar A that week kind of fell through. But there are other games, bro.
Oh, you're right. We were supposed to have Phil.
Yeah, and it's not going to happen. So there was no reason for us to really, you know what I'm saying, for you to fly all the way out here for that. Like,
No, we were supposed to have a Raider legend, man. Phil Villapiano in the building. And I believe he has an autobiography or something on the way. So we had previous, engagements, and he couldn't make it. So we got to double back at some point and make that happen.
And bro, it's funny, bro. It's like, damn, it blows my mind every time, bro, when we have such proximity to all these great guys that have put on for the nation, man. It's really a blessing, man. And I'm humbled by it. I really am, man.
Big Mike, I got you, brother. I'm gonna call you this week too, man. Salute to DeMarcus Brock Bowers on the $2 donation. And
we got a mob in New York before the season over, bro. Like how we did last time. That junk was bad fun, bro.
Definitely. Salute to Top, man. Yes, go check out his SoundCloud. He puts a lot of mixtapes and stuff together. Salute to Top Beats, man. Always putting on. Salute to the Mokes. This is a Raiders show or a glazing show. Just messing with y'all. Keep doing y'all thing. Raiders. Well, let me say this. D-Mokes, you are the glaze god, brother. You put up a $2 donation to say that AOC is going to be the MVP every show. Yes. You are the glaze god, D-Mokes. Let's not do that, King.
Yo, I'm about to start calling you Dr. Glazenstein. That's what I'm about to start calling you, DeMokes.
Dr. Glazenstein, DeMokes. Come on, man. And one more on the way out, you guys. Any late round or UDFA you want to see get season play? I think you already know I'm very, very biased. I want to see Trey. I want to see Dylan Laube. Those two guys mainly, and MJ Devonshire. I've been a fan of him. Watched him very closely at Pitt. And UDFA, Ramel Keaton. That's the guy I want to see because, I think we can add another wide receiver to that room, and I want him to be the guy, big body guy, has some production at Tennessee. This is a guy that can give us some reps at the X spot. I'll be excited to watch Ramel Keaton potentially make this team.
I mean, do you think it's Keaton or Wilkins or both?
I think both. And to be real with you, man, Guyton may be the guy on the way out if that happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we shall.
And everybody said I got a sweatsuit with Tim's. Nah, bro, it's cold as hell in my office. The AC cranking. My wife is always hot all the time, so
mine too.
Got the AC on, so I'm freezing.
It's 100+ degrees out here in Texas, and my house is on.
Bro, it's not even that. It's like 80 something. It ain't even that. My wife is just always hot, bro. I'm like, then what are you going through menopause or something?
So move to the chat, you guys. We will be back Friday. You want to do a preview for the game at some point, or
I'm thinking it's Thursday now, so yeah, I guess sure. What
I know we'll both get a solo show in by then, and then we'll end up doing the Graph and Waste or the Waste and Graph show. We'll do a show maybe Saturday. We could do it in the morning.
Yeah, look, bro, we will be back at you.
Yes.
Yo, I forgot to ask you, man. Did they get at you today? I almost got you. You know I almost got you. I almost got you, bro.
Salute to the nation. We love you guys so much. Wipe the feet on the way out. Pay your bar tabs. Hit that subscribe button. Also, go to Oak, Las Vegas. Get you some drip, man. We just appreciate every single one of y'all, and we will be active all week long. Get y'all some sleep because we are. We love y'all. We out. What?
I'm talking about.